We all have seen these instances where a child will notice something different about another person. They'll notice how they talk, what they bring for lunch, maybe a family routine, a name, or the way they say a word, and they react out loud. And usually it comes out as something similar to "that's weird," or maybe even a laugh or a comment they don't mean to make hurtful. Adults often respond quickly with something like "that's not nice," or maybe even "be nice," and then the moment is over. But for the child, the important question never got answered. So they weren't trying to be unkind. They were trying to figure out what to do with the difference that they noticed. Children are seeing a lot of reactions to differences right now, and they are trying to copy the social rules they think adults follow. And you may have been seeing a lot of this happen in real time within the last week or so. So kids notice differences. That's just what they do. They notice differences, and that's how they organize the world. They sort things into categories. For instance, maybe things that are the same and things that are different. The problem isn't them noticing. The problem is when they're noticing and they have no guidance. So if the only feedback that they're getting is something like "don't say that," or "be nice," or "be kind," they learn silence and not really understanding. So maybe even the next time that they notice something different, they may blurt it out again, or they may avoid the person altogether. And neither one of those decisions helps them learn how to be with people. The other thing is when adults say "be kind" or "be nice," we assume that the children know what these mean in real situations. But in the moment, they don't have the language ready, and they may be curious or they may be uncertain at the same time. But without a replacement behavior, they fall back into what they've seen work, and that may include getting attention. So laughing or pointing or repeating what they've heard others say. What helps is giving them something simple to do instead. So you can model a response right there, and you might see something like, "Oh, you noticed something new." You can ask about it. Or maybe even, "People do things differently," and you can still play together. Or even just "let's learn more about this." Now the child has an action, not just a correction. Children are forming ideas about people long before they understand fairness. They are watching who gets included easily and who becomes a topic. If we only stop the words, they still build conclusions on their own. But if adults guide the moment, they learn that differences lead to understanding, not distance. And then over time, they stop reacting with surprise and start responding with curiosity. And as the adult, you don't have to prepare a lesson for this. It can last like less than 30 seconds. When a child points something out, stay calm and treat it like a normal conversation. Acknowledge what they notice in neutral tone and language, and give them a simple way to respond. A question they can ask, or a way that they can keep playing. And this allows you to move on without tension. So the goal isn't to correct curiosity, it is to teach them how to handle it. When children experience that pattern over and over again, they stop using reactions that separate people and start using ones that connect them. It's okay to notice differences. It's okay to be curious about them. Children won't automatically know how to include others, but they can learn from the responses that adults show them in the ordinary moments. So right now, they are collecting examples from everywhere, from what they see, from what they hear, and they will practice what seems to work. So the adults can give them something clear to copy, not just something like, don't say that, but here's what we can do instead. And this is how inclusion becomes a skill and not just a rule. Inclusion builds bridges, and bridges connect communities. So that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one.